Okay? And letter D, prepare a report. Of course, we are going in the police office, of course, prepare a report. So the assigned officer must prepare a report including all the circumstances of the arrest and all the statement that that has been recorded. For example, letter E, if handcuffs or other instruments of restraints were used and why. So ilalagay natin dito doon ang full details kung paano na nahuli o bakit ginamitan ng handcuffs or ng any instrument para hindi makawala ang isang batang CICL. That the responsible persons were informed of the details of apprehension, of course. So, exhaustion of measures to determine age of child. So, lahat ng posibleng maging paraan para malaman natin ang edad ng isang bata is gagawin natin. Okay. Basis for age determination. So, bakit kailangan natin malaman? Kasi nga, kapag bata yan, hindi mo po pwedeng ilagay sa isang prison facilities. Sabi ko sa inyo parate. Or detention, for example. I-detain mo siya sa isang na hindi po pwede, hindi naangkop sa kanyang edad. So, letter I, precise details of physical and medical examination or failure to submit to the examination. So, ilagay natin doon kung ang kanyang postura, nahuli natin siya, wala siyang kagalos-galos, meron tayong medical examination. So, doon pa lang is ma-justify natin na wala tayong ginawa sa bata sa during the tenure, during the observation ng kanyang arrest. Okay. To whom the child was released and the basis for release. Ilalagay natin doon kung kanino natin siya ibibigay, ano ang basis ng kanyang paglaya. Details were case refilled. So, saan natin i-refer? So, ang referral, for example, kung ang bata ay ilalagay natin sa DSWD, so, yon ang gagawin natin. O kaya yung sinasabi natin bahay pag-asa. Always remember that one. Okay. We have the purpose of initial investigation for the law enforcement officer to determine where to refer the child. So, ito yung investigation na gagawin ng isang police officer. Initial investigation. Case may be referred to LSWD. Number 1. Ito, tandaan nito sa board exam. Possible, lumabas ito. Number 2 is diversion. Number 3, prosecutor or judge as the case may be. So, yan lang tatlo. So, yan. Diyan i-refer. So, Section 22 of Republic Act 10630 or the initial investigation. Tandaan natin ito. Who conduct? So, of course, sabi natin kanina, WCPD. In the presence of the following. So, mayroon tayong mga presensya ng following sa board exam. Possible, lumabas ito. Counsel or public attorney's office, parents, guardian, nearest relative as the case may be. If I'm not mistaken, sa board exam ko is lumabas ito. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali, kasi ito, parati itong lalabas kasi ito yung mga simpleng tanong na dapat nating malalaman at nalalaman. Kasi nga, marami sa board exam lumalabas na theory, more on theory. So, kailangan alamin natin. LSWD. Okay. In their absence, sino-sino naman? NGO, religious group, o BCPC. Okay. Statement to be taken in a friendly and non-intimidating manner. In a separate interview room. Use simple, understandable language. Allow LSWD to assess. Should be private to avoid humiliation. Written statement should reflect the language used by the child. So, kanina diniscuss natin yan. So, ito, parang nangyari dito is statement. Kung paano ginagawa ang statement. Okay, sinasabi na naman natin. Last, best interest allows the child to express freely. Signing of statements, signed, thumb marked by child, witnessed by parent, social worker, counsel. Okay, ang duty natin is maintain confidentiality and privacy. Of course, to maintain confidentiality and privacy of the child, involved in a case, for example, so we are going to use a system of coding that provides aliases for children taken into custody. For example, makikita nyo sa news o kaya dun sa mga dun sa kaso na binibigyan natin ng alias yung isang child in conflict with the law. Okay, maintain a separate logbook for children in conflict with the law. sa police station makikita ninyo na mayroong pink blotter. So, intended dito sa mga bata at saka dun sa mga women. Okay, exclude the public, particularly the media. The area where the child is being held in custody pursuant to Section 43 of the Act. Alam niyo, napakahirap mag-aral kung hindi mo gusto yung pinag-aaralan mo. Pero kapag gustong-gusto mo, is madali mo na lang maisasaulo itong mga guidelines na ginagamit sa juvenile delinquency. Kasi nga, may batas ito. Okay, not provide any detail or information to the public, particularly the media, that shall lead to the identity of the child. Kasi nga, pinapangalagaan natin na ang bata ay hindi maging produkto ng isang bully environment. Hindi siya mabully, for example, hindi siya ma-humiliate, hindi siya ma-discriminate. Okay. Keep the result of the medical examination confidential, of course. Kinakailangan natin yan. Mark the records of the child and the report on the initial investigation as confidential. So, I hope na hindi masyadong mabilis yung pagsasalita ko, naiintindihan ninyo. If in case, if ever, na hindi niyo gusto yung pagsasalita ko, hindi niyo maintindihan, masyadong ambiguous yung wording na ginagamit ko, so please feel free to ask me or comment on the section below. So, meron din tayong prohibition. Prohibited acts when in custody. Ano-ano yung mga hindi po pwedeng gawin while nasa custody mo ang isang bata. Number 1 is detention. Hindi mo siya pwedeng ilagay sa isang detention facility, for example, in prison facility. Okay, a child shall not be locked up in a detention cell. Sa kulungan, hindi pwede. The child shall not be detained in the provincial, city, or municipal jail. Okay, of course, alam naman natin kapag provincial, yan yung sinasabi natin provincial jail, which is managed and supervised by the local government. Yung city or city, ang tinatawag ng city is yung nandyan ang BGMP. Okay, municipal jail, yung mga lock-up jail. Okay, hindi po pwede. Number 2 is search by an officer of the opposite sex. So, hindi po pwede. Kung babae yung ating offender, so babae ang mag-assist o mag-search sa kanya. Contact with adult offenders and offenders of opposite sex. Okay. No handcuff, no detention, no search by an officer of the opposite sex, no contact with adult offenders or opposite sex. Hindi po pwedeng lapitan ng matatandang tao. No vulgar language. Kasi nga, inaasahan na ang lahat ng sasabihin ng bata is pawang katotohanan. Kasi minsan, pwedeng may magudyok sa kanya, may tumakot sa kanya. So, 7, no vulgar language to be used while in custody. No harassment and abuse. Hindi pwedeng takutin, iabuso. Pwedeng morally abuse. Halimbawa, tinatakot mo siya sa pamamagitan ng mga mata o the way you acted, for example. No discipline and use of instrument of force. Hindi mo pwedeng sa pilitang pagsalitain ng bata. No violence or unnecessary force. If handcuffs or other instrument of restraint was used, the law enforcement officer, so sinabi natin kanina, an authority or an agent and barangay tanod shall record such fact in the report on the initial investigation. Bakit? Kasi nga, o pwede sa pagdating sa korte o sa diversion program, during the commission of the case, for example, nililitis ang isang bata, for example, active discernment. So, kinakailangan sabihin sa loob ng korte, for example, o sa case, maybe, kung ano-ano yung detail, kung paano siya nahuli, paano siya inimbestigahan, paano siya pinagsalita, ano yung flow ng kanyang kaso. Okay, meron din tayo ritong